Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brandon. Lead up to Small Press Expo, we're doing a review of some of the comics that are making a debut and that you can find at the show. This is Survive 300 Million by Pat Aulisio from Retrofit Comics. Now, we got this comic because we were a backer of the Kickstarter for their latest batch of comics. We did pay for this. It retails for $12. Basically, takes place on Earth in the year, I guess, in like 300 million years from now, year 300 million. It's about the cyborg's psychic son, the ruins of Earth. They're trying to survive. There's like aliens and mutants and all kinds of weird stuff. The thing is, I wish about this is so far, like, I'm going to call this a miss from Retrofit, but it's not my favorite. I think partially because I was expecting a full story. I mean, it does say 1 on here, but there's nowhere here does it really say 1, I think. Yeah, I don't see anywhere here it says 1. So I was kind of expecting a full story, and you get to the end, and it just kind of fades out in a kind of fade out into black sort of way. And I kind of sat there and said, that's it? Like, what's next? I want more. So it's a good thing that I want more. It's just, it doesn't feel like a complete read. So that's about the negative thing I've got in it. It's a weird sci-fi story that's straight up an indie comic. Very, very out there. It reminds me a lot of Copra in the style and its presentation. It's a compliment on that. And yeah, like, if you kind of like this sci-fi dystopian thing with like psychic mutants and cyborgs and aliens and stuff like that, go for it. Again, the issue is it's not a complete story. I have a feeling that once you get maybe the second volume or third volume, hopefully there's multiple volumes of this, things will get a little bit better, but it just ends abruptly. It's like not a satisfying conclusion, and where it ends is a little weird. So might have actually benefited from maybe just doing 2 volumes as a big giant thing. But, you know, as presented, it doesn't quite have the satisfaction that I hoped, but it's more than entertaining that gets me want to come back and read the next, so it's good with that. The colors is like, it's just a sci-fi pop, like, check out the colors. I don't even know how to describe it. It reminds me of something, I can't tell you what it reminds me of. But the art, the style, the writing style, the action, all that is very Copra-esque. It's a little bit choppy. There's some strange stuff that isn't fleshed out super well. It could definitely have used maybe a little bit of editing here and there. There's one thing with like a knife and just doesn't quite make sense, and I don't quite get what's going on. So it's interesting though. I would like to read it with the next volume. So you can go, if you're like really like the idea of cyborgs, mutants, stuff like that, you dig that art that I just showed, you can go get this from Retrofit Comics or get it at Small Press Expo this weekend. Yeah, like, you can also try to hit up your local shop. Go ask them. Always try to support your local comic book shop, first and foremost. The Retrofit stuff usually gets there. It just takes a little bit. But yeah, like, if you are into that sort of style, like, go for it. Like, definitely go for it. As it says, it's $12. You can see it's kind of like a sort of digest version of itself. We got a link for Retrofit Comics beneath this video. You can purchase through that. And yeah, you know, if you're into indie comics, if you're into small press, if you're into comics just in general, you can check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Till next time, as always, thanks for watching, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.